Good evening, everyone, from Watkins, Glen, New York, as we bring you the Gears Cup Series live on the Horseboat Network for the Rocket League 100 Boost at Watkins, Glen. Thank you for joining us this evening. I am Tom Torrey, a.k.a. The Horseboat, and I'm glad we are going through our session of racing therapy together. Let's get right into this because we don't have much time, and my internet has been garbo this evening. Tonight we're going to have 45 laps. A little thing to note that cautions will not be called during the stage breaks on the road courses. However, stage points will be awarded as normal. Stage 1 will be the completion of lap 7, and stage 2 will be the completion of lap 20. They get 1 fast repair, 4 tire sets, and 50% fuel capacity. Damage is on, cautions are on, weather's auto-generated, and the setup obviously is going to be Watkins Glen. The points are starting to heat up a little bit. Mike DeWalt, your winner last week, now the leader in the points. Perrin Huggins right behind him, about 47. Actually, a tie for second place between Matt LaValle and Perrin Huggins. Lucas Reed, our Daytona 250 winner, right behind him there in fourth. And Nathan Fuller rounding out your top 5 in points. Anderson, Lucan, Long, Fitzpatrick Sr., and Aiden Lunn rounding out your top 10. As you take a look there real quick to see where your favorite driver is before we get underway. Right now, looks like DeWalt is your leader in qualifying with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. But let's move forward now on to the schedule. Regular season schedule, as it were. Next week, we will be at Dover International Speedway for the Monster Mile 200. And then after that, Auto Club, and the following week at Knoxville. So get ready for that. That will be on the docket. Let's get you out to the racetrack so you can see who's qualifying. Lucas Reed is out there right now. Let's bring in some of that noise. 3 different races for points this season, 3 different winners. DeWalt, Fuller, Jordan. It looks like Casey with Santos, your top 5 right now in qualifying with a minute left to go. Thank you, TA Broadcasting, coming in and hanging out with us here tonight. Again, want to give a quick promo. If you are looking to find a league or friends to join the league, there's the information there. We do require a C-Class license, at least an oval. Our iRacing League ID is 9223. And our email to get a hold of us is gearsracingleague@gmail.com. Getting down to the closing stages of qualifying. Looks like we have about 16 people here tonight. 10 will qualify. See if Reed can get back to the line. Again, welcome along to the Rocket League 100 Boost here at Watkins Glen. 45 laps here tonight. Glad you could be a part of it. Getting ready now here, our grid. Powered by SDK for the Rocket League 100 Boost at Watkins Glen. Mike DeWalt and Nate Fuller on the front row. DJ Casey and Kevin Jordan. Lucas Santos and Jonathan Militia. Sean Anderson and Brian Lucan. Lucas Reed and Ron Fenton. Matt Albert and Aiden Lunn. Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. and Cody Johnson. And Jonathan Stevens and Andrew B. Sack. It looks like Matt Albert has changed from Matt LaValle to Matt Albert. Give you a little here. What they're looking at here tonight.
Hey, Bill, you hear nothing really there?
I didn't hear a thing. I assumed he was just hot micing.
I could hear him trying to talk in the background, but it sounded like his microphone was across the room under a pillow.
Yeah, I couldn't hear anything either.
Yeah, I only heard static.
Having a little trouble here at the race,
Yep,
Marshall.
that one's on me. All right. Rocket League 100 Boost, thanks for your attendance, guys. Stages are complete at the end of lap 7 and end of lap 20. There are no stage breaks, so there isn't going to be a caution at the end of each stage. You just keep racing. We'll record your finishing position and give you your points, obviously. There's 45 total laps in the race. It's going to be a little bit shorter, I think, in total run time, but it should be a good one. So good luck, everybody.
And looking at the pole sitter, what we have here tonight, let's look at the back of the pack. Looks like Ron Fenton is starting from the back. Andrew Besag in the 73, Silence in Numbers, Chevy Camaro. Just in front of him is Cody Johnson in the 08 car. Get ready to pump it up. We are just in the beginning stages of the season. Aiden Lund there. Jonathan Stevens, Robert Fitzpatrick Sr., Matt Albert.
Thanks for being here, everybody. Let's have a good race.
No, thank you, Mikey.
No, thank you, Nathan.
Sean Anderson was fast in practice.
Only local yellows, so if someone wrecks in a certain corner, we just watch out in that corner. We're not going to throw full course cautions for that. The game will not throw any cautions either, so it's only going to be cautions under the admin's discretion, and that will only happen under extreme circumstances. So if someone's off the track, let's just call it out and be careful, all right?
Wise words from Race Control. Jonathan Militia in the Bud Light 69, and we're going to get ready to go here racing. Again, we are elated to be at Watkins Glen. Practice was good last night. Had a few people show up for the pop-up session. Some fast drivers out of that practice session were Mike DeWalt, Sean Anderson. Mike DeWalt, hence being on the front row with the practice time. Pace cars off. And the Rocket League 100 boost at Watkins Glen is underway. 45 laps. And see how everybody gets down into turn 1. Fuller to the inside. Kevin Jordan to the outside. Looks like clear and squared away so far. Now up that hill. DeWalt, Fuller, Santos, and Jordan. DeWalt out to a good-sized lead early on. And it looks like some action in the back. Let's see what we got going on right here. Looks like maybe did not take that first turn well. And Fitzpatrick and Stevens just a little bit behind. Stevens gets a little off the track, and in the wall he goes. And unfortunately, that's going to hurt. Maybe get a toe link squared away. Look what happened here to Kevin Jordan. He is dropping like a hot rock. Getting outside, a little ahead of himself here now. Hopefully he can clean that up. And Mike DeWalt's going to lead lap 1. Again, lap stages here. There's going to be no cautions. It's going to be at lap 7 and then again at lap 20. Fuel mileage strategy is going to be the name of the game tonight. Again, no full course cautions, only under extreme measures. There is your leader from Peoria, Illinois, Mike DeWalt in the 20 DeWalt Flex Full Toyota Camry. Smooth. Run along with Nate Fuller. Yeah, this is going to be the battle probably to watch all evening long. So smooth as they get in out of the turf. They have spread out a little bit, as you can see, from second to third. Between Santos and Anderson. That's what we're looking here in the first couple of laps. Shot up at John Anderson. I know that probably later in this race he is going to factor in at some point. Riding along in fourth. Mike DeWalt now out to a healthy lead. A little bit over a second now. Nate Fuller not letting him get away just yet. Best lap of the day so far is a 1:12.11 of Mike DeWalt. He is cooking. Let's go back here to the Coca-Cola number 94 Toyota Camry of DJ Casey. Oh. Looks like Nate Fuller had to tow and something happened there.
I don't know where you get magic tips for those S's. That's absolutely insane, the food you carry through there, Mikey.
See what happened here. All right, we're going to go through it here, see what happened. It's like Fuller. Oh, hit the nose and spun himself around. Take a look at that one more time just to see what happened to him there. See if we get that one more time. Yeah, just kind of broke a little too hard, ended up in the wall. And that's unfortunately what happens here at Watkins Glen. So lap 6 is what they're currently on right now. Mike DeWalt out in the lead. unfortunate incident to Mike DeWalt. Not Mike DeWalt, excuse me. Nate Fuller. Looks like he's back out there with his fast repair, so hopefully he can make up some time, but again, with no full course cautions unless we have a major wreck. Knock on wood, that doesn't happen. But that might have just cost him the race tonight. Lucas Santos just coming out of the S's there into the carousel. About a 5-second, close to 6-second gap between first and second. Right along with Andrew Bisag, right along in 12th.
Sorry, Kevin, I got into the grass there.
Is Cody Johnson running around at 9th?
I was trying to stop, but I couldn't slow down.
Looks like coming to the end of the stage break. For stage one winner is going to be Mike DeWalt. Lucas Santos in second. Sean Anderson third. DJ Casey in fourth. And Jonathan Militia in the Bud Light Chevy Camaro 69. Rounding out your top 5 for stage 1. See the battle here between DJ Casey and Sean Anderson. Casey reeling him in slowly. Right along with him, with DJ Casey. Yeah, these guys are going to have to pit. Oh, to the inside goes Fuller. That was a wild moment. Fuller all over him again. Going to the inside, he's trying to desperately make up time. You can't blame the young man. He is driving the hell out of that 24 car. Little buck wild. You see DJ Casey trying to lay the wood on to catch him. Nate Fuller's a very experienced driver, but I don't know if that's set well with DJ Casey. Riding along now in 5th is Kevin Jordan. Right along on the blimp cam. Checking out Watkin. You see Aiden Lund on the outside in turn 1. No bueno as he blinks in and out. And that gap between 5th and 6th is pretty wide right now. Going up to DJ Case here, going through the S's. Let's see how he handles it. Gap has widened. Sean Anderson looking around, or working his way around, I should say, around that carousel. Sean Anderson, a veteran in the Gears Cup Series. Crossed over when we did to go to iRacing. And has been very successful here. I would imagine he's going to win a couple of races here this year and put himself in championship contention. Back up front to Mike DeWalt. Feeling the burn. Going to be dealing with some lap traffic here. Looks like Ron Fenton and Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. Fitzpatrick giving the leader some room. And he will make his way around. Ron Fenton's got that nice looking Sharpie Ford Mustang. Very cool concept design for a next-gen Cup car. Again, less than 10 laps to go here now before the end of stage 2. Mike DeWalt has won 4 consecutive stages, including the finish here last week at the Milwaukee Mile for the Milwaukee's Best 200. Lucas Santos not too far behind. He has closed into sub 5 second territory.
Thank you, Dirk.
Show some love to Lucas Santos from Brainerd, Minnesota. And he's also an endurance driver for Screeching Moose Motorsports. That's hot. That's hot. See the gap to Sean Anderson there. It's a nice looking car. In the Shooter Systems Chevy Camaro. Working our way back, number 52, Brian Lucan. Thrustmaster 52, Ford Mustang. And then Matt Albert in the Rocket League sponsor 61 Ford Mustang. Show some love to our veteran Gears Cup Series drivers. Again, if you're interested in joining the league, you have to have a C license or better. Get hold of us here at the Gears Racing League, gearsracingleague@gmail.com. Matt Albert currently riding around an 8th. And that man right behind him, Cody Johnson, is racing for position. Smooth sailing here so far, despite a couple little mishaps. Appreciate you hanging around and lurking, if you are. This is a battle for 4th heating up between DJ K. It looks like Ron Fenton has spun out. Hopefully he can get back straight here. That is unfortunate. But back up here now to the battle for 5th. Excuse me, 4th. 95 of Kevin Jordan and the 94 of DJ Casey. That Coca-Cola Toyota Camry looking sharp here. Yeah, that's Watkins, Glen, New York. Robert Fitzpatrick trying to get out of the way, and he is successful. See what happens here in the S's, and then to the carousel. Looks like everybody gets away clean. Kevin Jordan lifted a little bit.
Sorry about that, DJ. I wasn't quite sure where to go there.
No worries, man. I probably should have called it out, but all good. You got out of the way.
Back in 6 is Jonathan Militia just behind them. But again, your leader out front is Mike DeWalt. Like he's taking a Sunday drive. Just lapped Matt Albert. Just enjoying himself. Contender for the championship last season. Fell short to Keaton Sawyers. Not looking to do the same this year to anyone. Again, rumors of the championship winner last season of Keaton Sawyers may be returning to the series soon enough. We'd be excited to have him. He is the champion. See his gap from first to second. It has grown now to over 5. Possibly 6 seconds here shortly. Matt Albert trying to get out of the way of Santos in that Royal Simtech. So we have DeWalt, Santos, Anderson, Casey, and Jordan, your top 5. With Militia, Luke and Johnson, Stevens, and Reed, your top 10. Again, name of the game here is survive and conquer. One position at a time. Oh, and Lavallee getting sideways. That got a little hairy, and he gets out of the way. Definitely a moment for him. Let's back that ass up just for a second. Gets in that turn just a little bit, and around he goes. Keeps it together for a moment. Nearly almost. Ooh, Fuller. Good heads-up play there. Looks like we have our first set of pit stops coming up. Looks like he is in. Santos is in. Militia now would inherit first place if he does not pit, but here they go. Jonathan Militia going to be your new leader. Getting some TV time. Mike DeWalt already out of the pits. That is.
And I'm sorry, Mike. I really am.
And it looks like they're getting a little crazy there
No
in
problem,
the grass. That's going to cost DeWalt a little bit of time.
Every time I tried to get out of the way, I moved right in your way.
Yeah, road course racing is not the easiest thing to do. I went out here and practiced with these boys last night, and it was not great for me, but I didn't hit the wall. Just kind of slow. Jonathan Militia going to pit. Mike DeWalt going to take over. And Jonathan Militia won't even get points for leading a lap. So he got the lead almost, let's say, 96% of a lap. Did not get credit for it. Away he goes. Santos right there as well. Has gained some time. So will it be enough? You see the gap here from DeWalt to Santos. Ron Fenton getting out of the way kindly to the leader. Now about 3 seconds back, and that will grow. Third place is just over here with Kevin Jordan. DJ Casey right there, Jonathan Militia, Sean Anderson, and Nate Fuller back on the lead lap, I do believe. Looks like Lucan and B-Sag are out. We'll kind of jump around here to some exciting action as we see it. Let's crank it up.
Stay inside, Luca.
Second, closing that gap under 2 seconds, or under 3 seconds, excuse me. Mike DeWalt is going to come across your line to make it 5 straight stages in a row that he's going to win.
Thank you.
No problem.
And
Thank
the
you
stage
again.
2 winner is going
Thank
to
you.
be Michael
Yes,
DeWalt. Again, the veteran out of Peoria, Illinois. He's going to pull out the win for this one. And with 25 laps to go, could it be 2 victories in a row? Don't want to jinx him. But this man, if anyone else, this is his competition tonight. Lucas Santos. He is working his tail off to catch him. Kevin Jordan in third, DJ Casey in fourth, and Jonathan Militia in fifth for your stage 2 results.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Indeed.
And here is a battle for 5th place. Sean Anderson all over John Militia. Militia catches the grass a little bit there going into the S's. And makes the pass, does Sean Anderson around Militia, going into the carousel. Look at the guy who is the last one on the lead lap in 9th place is Matt Albert, the 61 Rocket League Ford Mustang. But Mike DeWalt lurking in the background like an ominous character of a movie. Closing in. Lucas Santos gaining strength though, trying to get under 2 seconds in that gap. In the Royal Simtech Ford Chevy Camaro. It's Toyota, Chevy, Toyota, Chevy in your top 5. A lot of Toyotas and Chevys in general in the top 10. Yeah, in the field tonight there's only 3 Toyotas. And about 9 Chevrolets and 4 Fords. Well, the Fords definitely outnumbered. The man that is running the fastest for the Fords is Matt Albert. Show some love here to Ron Fenton out of Little Rock, Arkansas. Joined iRacing back on October 23rd. Relatively new to the sim, but a class act and happy to have him. Again, that concept car for Sharpie is beautiful. I love it. Big fan. Show some love to the Canadian, Kevin Jordan. And his fellow countryman behind him, DJ Casey. Again, next week, Monster Mile 200 at Dover International Raceway. Same channel, we'll be here. Be putting it on. Casey pushing it a little bit coming around the carousel. Right along with Kevin Jordan. Two laps to go before the conclusion of this race. It has gone by pretty much pain-free. Nathan Fuller getting the possibly worst end of it. Jonathan Stevens involved in an incident. Do believe Andrew Bisag was as well. Let's go back out to Mike DeWalt, your leader. Lucas Santos under 2 seconds now. By my calculations, they're going to have to pit at least one more time. All things considered for road courses, been generally uneventful. The Milwaukee Mile last week was a really solid race as well. Got a lot of talent showing up each week, and we are happy to have that. Making sweet love around the final turn, Mike DeWalt does. Nice and smooth, like he's been here before, question mark. guy, in my opinion, should commit and do the road to pro. Got a lot of talent. So does this man, Lucas Santos. Yeah, after Dover, it'll be after March 31st at Dover. We go to April 7th to Auto Club Speedway for the Jimmy Johnson Tribute 200. And then April 14th at Knoxville Raceway for the Tide Pod 50. Tide Pod 50. Yeah, going into tonight, Mike DeWalt was your points leader, or is your points leader. Parrot Huggins was in second. Matt Albert in third. Lucas Reed in fourth. And Nate Fuller in fifth. No doubt some positions will change this evening. Good ways back is third place. DJ Casey. Sean Anderson right there in fifth. Jonathan Militia, we are spread out across the board. Jonathan Stevens some love in that Nike 22 Camaro. A lap down, but keeping it together. Would imagine he uses fast repair to repair his toe link that possibly was damaged in the early stages of the race. Good big shout out for Lucas Reed. Again, our Daytona 250 winner. And the gap has closed. This is going to be wild. Look at this. DeWalt, just as you can see, just gets off the turns a little bit better through that section. But again, pit stops are going to be important. Santos is laying it on thick. Oh my goodness.
Sorry about that.
And Santos goes to the inside for the lead around turns 1 and 2. Beautiful battle. DeWalt's going to let him have it for now. Lucas Santos in the 4. Royal Simtech Chevy Camaro is your new leader. I had a feeling Santos was waiting to give him a little something and waited for his opportunity to strike, and he got it. Again, this is the action to watch right up front between Santos and DeWalt. Again, about a 30-second gap between the first and second cars to the third place car. And this is where you want to be. You get 17 laps to go until this one's over. Santos has been a name that has rolled off my tongue a lot this season so far. He has not been able to string together a win. Will it be tonight? Again, really, this is the battle to watch. Let's go the gyro cam with Mike DeWalt.
Go ahead, Kevin. Thank you.
Well, good etiquette here. 2-second gap between Santos and DeWalt. There you can see the gap. And it looks like DeWalt is deciding to pit. That's a bold strategy. We'll see if it pays off for him. It's definitely in the right amount or the right area to pit. So we'll see how that plays out. Lucas Santos is your leader. Let Santos cook. Again, so happy to have you along if you're hanging out with us here for the Rocket League 100 Boost. Only on the Horse Boat Network. Again, Lucas Santos, Mike DeWalt, Jonathan Militia, Kevin Jordan, and Sean Anderson, your top 5 at the moment. Second gap between first and second. Mike DeWalt. Again, falling off, or not falling off, but pitting to possibly make up some ground in the long game. It may just very well pay off for him. Lucas Santos is off and away like Aaron Rodgers drinking ayahuasca. And get my jab in there as a Packer fan. That 4 Royal Syntex Chevy Camaro. Just killing it. Little background on Lucas Santos. He's got a 2235 I rating. An A-class license of a 4.88, almost up to 5. This dude's a beast. The highest driver on the track. I don't mean under the influence. As far as skills that pay the bills, Santos is here. And we'll see what happens with Mike DeWalt now. This is his time to shine. As you see, Santos is rolling into the pits. Mike DeWalt is closing in. as he's being serviced right now. Coming around the final turn is DeWalt. And it looks like this very well pay off for him.
Let you go after this corner, Mike.
Santos just getting out. Oh my Lord, this is going to be awesome. 12 laps to go. This is what we want to see. Right now, this is turning out about a 5-second and closing gap from Santos to DeWalt. As you see right there. And DeWalt right there. Closing that gap ever so quickly. But will it be enough? One mistake may cost him the race. Again, thank you to everybody who's come out here tonight to check out the stream. Check out the Gears Cup Series, because that's what we're here for. Again, next week, it's going to be the Monster Mile 200 at Dover. We look forward to that. 3.5 seconds is the gap from Santos to DeWalt. 11 laps to go. From there on out, about 40 seconds back to third and fourth. See what's going on back here as they battle for third. That is Kevin Jordan in the 95 and DJ Casey in the 94. Coming out that final turn. Looks like a little damage to the left side of Casey's car. Still good to run, obviously, so that's a plus. Oh, DJ Casey. Just slipping just ever so gently. That is unfortunate. The leader, Santos, closing in on Jonathan Militia. And just about 3 seconds back is Mike DeWalt.
And car fitting.
Again, DeWalt has led this pretty much the entire race up until this point. Jonathan Militia almost led a lap. And it's been all Lucas Santos and Mike DeWalt this evening. Santos making a pass on the Bud Light 69 of Jonathan Militia. Yeah. Laps to go. Lucas Santos, Mike DeWalt, Kevin Jordan, DJ Casey, and Cody Johnson, your top 5. Jonathan Militia, Sean Anderson, Matt Albert, Lucas Reed, and Aiden Lunn rounding out the top 10. Again, we've had a great race so far. Stage 1 and Stage 2 winner was Mike DeWalt. And he's currently just 3 seconds back from the leader, Lucas Santos. See this battle here? DJ Casey and then Cody Johnson. Cody Johnson in striking distance of Santos and being a lap down. Again, Johnson was with the Gears Cup Series last season. Happy to have him back this season in the 08. And that Bowtech Chevy Camaro. 8 laps to go. 8 precious little laps. The gap has grown between DeWalt and Santos. Does DeWalt have enough left in the tank to get him, to track him down? Like the Mighty Ducks. What does he have to do to catch a break? I don't know why I brought the Mighty Ducks into it, but I did. As you can see, the gap here between them, as DeWalt was able to get around Jonathan Militia to try to track down Santos.
Thanks, Robert.
No problem, man. I hate road courses.
Kind words there to each other. Again, good competitiveness here. No hate in their hearts here tonight, as
Sorry,
this
Robert,
is a
wasn't trying to
challenging
get that
course.
close to you, buddy.
No, you're all right. You're all right. My bad.
We're going to hang around here and watch Santos in the 4 and the Royal Simtek. We'll ride along with them. See what he's experiencing. Laps to go, and you're listening to the smooth sounds of Lucas Santos and the Royal Simtek Chevy Camaro. Hitting it from the back and being all that. Putting nails lap by lap into the coffin of Mike DeWalt, who's almost 5 seconds back of the leader now. Kevin Jordan, your 3rd place car. And he was about 43 seconds back from the action. And you can tell who's really put in some time. But also, some guys tonight just had rough luck, and that's going to happen here at road courses. Fortunately. Again, next week, Dover. Following week, Auto Club. 2 really solid races ahead.
Sorry, Ken. I thought you'd go to high side on this.
No, good man. That was my fault.
I think, what the hell are you doing?
I meant to, but my car was going more right than left, so I just stayed that line.
Mine's been doing a lot of that all by itself, too.
It's the Glen, it happened.
Well, this is my last lap because
4 laps to go.
otherwise I'm going to be DQ'd.
This one is in the closing stages of the race.
And
Yeah,
I can't
Santos
gain
kind
any
of risen
positions
above.
anyway.
Overtook DeWalt and has never looked back. Closest they got was a little bit of about 2 seconds of a gap. Good pit strategy by Mike DeWalt. But it looks like at the moment it's not going to be enough. Keeping a sharp eye on the car of Santos. Again, anything can happen here. Right along the chopper. In the horse boat helicopter. Nice and smooth out of the final turn onto the front stretch to make it 3 laps to go. Again, this is the Rocket League 100 boost at Watkins Glen for the Gears Cup Series on the Horse Boat Network. We'll be bringing it to you all season long.
Well, you guys can all breathe easy now. I made it to the pits, and I didn't take any of yous out. Woo!
Have a good night, Robert.
Hey, thanks. It was fun. I need a lot more practice at road courses. Good luck, everybody.
Kudos for trying.
Good racing sportsmanship. And Santos goes a little wide. Santos goes a little wide. Let's see if that changes anything at all. Again, those tires getting worn in. We have 2 to go. You look on that tree there, the Tower of Power. Santos, DeWalt, Jordan, Casey, Johnson, Anderson, Militia, Albert, Reed, and Stevens, your top 10.
Oh, shit. Sorry, man. Fuck.
That's my fault. I am so sorry.
I didn't mean to do that to you, Ron. I thought you were going high so I could go. Sorry, man.
Got into it. It looks like Ronald Fenton trying to get out of the way.
That's way, man. My bad. I know you in a second.
No worries.
Looks like no malicious intent, so we're good there.
I think I'm going to do like Robert, get in the pits and save everyone else.
One more time around for the Rocket League 100 boost at Watkins Glen. Your leader, Lucas Santos. 6.5 second lead over Mike DeWalt, Kevin Jordan, DJ Casey, and Cody Johnson in your top 5. Again, a pleasure to have you guys out tonight, hanging out in the stream. So we're going to keep all eyes on the potential winner. Takes it nice and smooth. And coming around for the final time in the Royal Syntec 4 Chevy Camaro, your winner of the Rocket League 100 boost at Watkins Glen is Lucas Santos. Lucas Santos is your winner. Mike DeWalt in second. We'll see what happens here between third and fourth.
Good win for.
See if we can get a word with our winner in just a moment. I'm going to give him a call.
Yeah, good win, fourth. Good run,
Solid
20.
win.
Good run, 95 and 94, and everybody else. 4 cars on the lead lap.
Good run, Robert.
I'm just glad I didn't take anybody out, that's all.
Everybody did a pretty good job in fun race.
Brace, everybody.
I started getting a little bit
Good race, guys.
computer shut off. So yeah, Aiden, I know you pitted right behind me. If I caused you any problems when my computer shut down, because I was right in the pit exit. I hope I didn't mess you up any.
Hey, Lucas, the broadcast is going to Discord call you if you want to get in that.
Give us just one moment. We'll get a word with our winner.
Copy that, Mike.
All right, we are back live with the winner of the Rocket League 100 Boost of Watkins, Glen. Lucas Santos. Lucas, congratulations, man. You get win number 1 of the year. Get that monkey off your back, as it were. Again, congratulations to you, and kind of walk us through your evening. What happened there?
Yeah, I mean, overall, this car was great. Just want to first say thank you to Philip Forrester, the spotter for me, for today's race. He was the one to help me be relaxed and just keep my head straight throughout this race. There was a lot of moments where, the car kind of felt loose, but overall, once he told me to be, relaxed, let everything be loose and whatever, just enjoy the ride, that's when everything started to kick in. He was able to give me notes on what to do. He's got a lot more knowledge in these cars than I do. I just do a lot of endurance races. And I thought, you know what? Why not? Let's see how well we can do at a road course this season, and see how well those skills transfer, which they're good. Other than that, it was really fun just trying to cruise with everybody. And in terms of battles, whether that was traffic or whether that was with Mike up front, everything was just enjoyable out on track.
Yeah, we were kind of paying attention there on that last pit stop. We noticed Mike DeWalt kind of pitted a few laps earlier than you did, and he almost caught you. You were coming right out of pit lane as he was coming around turn 1, and yeah, it was almost a probably 2.5 second lead you had him. That's how close that he got to you. But you were able to pull away and stay ahead, and you stretched it out to almost a 6-second lead there towards the end. But congratulations to you, man. Again, win number 1 kind of locks you into the playoffs here too as well. Again, 4 different races, 4 different winners. That is your winner, Lucas Santos. Anybody else you want to thank here tonight before we get off the air?
Yeah, everybody here at you, all my friends and everyone here, I want to say thank you for their support. Screechy Moose Motorsports for all they do to help out us drivers, whether that's just a normal squad or in the leagues like this, to help us, be better drivers than we have been since joining the team. I love them over there. Rose Simtech, Operation Motorsport, Motor O Motion. Yeah, everybody on the car. I'm actually really ecstatic right now.
No, that's
It was
great.
a really surprise win. But yeah, everybody, family, friends, everyone, thank you so much for all the support. And thank you for having this broadcast.
Oh, not a problem, Mr. Santos. Again, enjoy your weekend. You deserve it. Have one on me. And again, congratulations. You are the winner of the Rocket League 100 boost at Watkins Glen.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
And that was our race winner, Lucas Santos. Again, the winner of the Rocket League 100 boost. Couldn't be happier with that. And again, next week we are going to be at Dover International Speedway for the Monster Mile 200. Again, hopefully we will have you here with us again. Again, thank you. Have a wonderful weekend, and thank you for watching the Gears Cup Series on the Horse Boat Network.